Hello? Hello? Hello, hello? Hello? Hello, hello? Welcome. Let's see. Let's see how the streams are. Streams are starting. That's always good. Streams are starting. How's this sound? Welcome. Sounds good. How's this sound? Well, sounds good. Sounds good. Alright. So, this is just gonna be a chill stream. Hey, Toxic Player, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be playing Doki Doki Literature Club today. Now, I've already played this game. I've already seen the entirety of this game. I know all of its secrets. And probably anyone joining today will also most likely know all the secrets of this game. If not, great. I'll try not to spoil it if you haven't. But, you know, this game is, it's chill. It's just a visual novel, so there's no actual stuff that you need to pay attention to, like, as in gameplay-wise. So, you know, it's just a chill game that you can play. That's the phone. It's not very chill, but it's alright, it's alright. So, bad flashbacks of DDLC, oh. I hope not so bad that you can't watch the stream, because if so, sorry man. Alright. Anyway, this game, just wait for that to stop ringing. Okay, good. Alright. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Okay, so there you go. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit http://ddlc.moe/warning.html. There you go. Go visit that, I guess, if you want to. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. That's a little bit loud. How is it in relations to my voice? Turn that down a little bit. Turn that down a little bit. Okay. I hate life. When I was doing homework on my computer, my mom thinks that I was playing games, so she takes my computer. Now I'm gonna get an F. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that one. Yeah, let's turn that down. Let's turn that down. Let's turn that down. Okay, I think that's good. Is that good, guys? How's that? Let me mute that for a second so I can hear it on stream. That for a second. No, that's no. Let me turn that down a little bit. How's this? Turn that down. Okay. Alright, yeah, sorry for the echo. I just wanted to hear what I sounded like. Alright. Okay. Return. It is a little bit loud for me, though. So... do that. And then it might be a little bit quiet now, so let me turn it just a bit up. Okay. Alright. Alright, I think that's good. I think that's good. Return. I don't know the game that well, but I can tell it's going to be bad when there's a literal warning at the beginning. Oh, so you don't know this game. Oh, that'll be exciting. Yeah, so this is Doki Doki Literature Club. It's anime-esque. You know, it's got the anime characters. I don't care for anime myself, but this game is pretty good. This is a visual novel, dating simulator. So, if you don't know what a visual novel is, it's pretty much just the whole game is pretty much just like reading. It's kind of like a comic book. Well, it's like a manga pretty much on screen. It has anime, so it's worse. Well, stick around, because we're gonna be getting to know these four characters right here. These four characters you see in front of you. We're gonna be getting acquainted. So. Reminds me of high school. I mean, that's what this is. This is a high school dating simulator, I think. Probably. So we're gonna create a new game. So what do we call the game? What do we call the game? Chat, any ideas? Any thoughts on what we call it? Or do I have to name it myself? I'll take suggestions. The only thing I know is the purple girl dead. Alright. Okay. Watterson. Call it Patrick, like all good things that are pink. Patrick? No, this is Patrick. That's a good meme, but I don't know. Watterson. I'm no. What? Is there any significance to the name Watterson? Because I mean, I kind of like the sound of it, but like, is there a specific reason? SpongeBob. Should I be Patrick or should I be Watterson? To Patrick and Toxic Player in the chat right now. Patrick has class. What if we call it, instead of Patrick like this, just plain Patrick, get rid of the K, add an extra C, so that it's Patrick. So it's like Patrick. It's like Patrick. Oh, I can't. Patrick is thick. Yeah. It's like thick, but it has Pat and so it's Patrick. Watterson is a car name. Oh, okay. Patrick. Wait. It's like Patterhick. Patterhick. It's Patterhick. You like Patterhick? Pathic. It's almost like pathetic. You like Patterhick, or you like Pathic, or do you just like Patrick, or do you just like Patrick itself? I mean, Patrick and thick. You like just Patrick, or do you like Patrick? I'm trying to I'm trying my best to fuse. You want Patterhick again? Oh, too many R's. Patterhick. All right, what's the consensus? All right, select. All right, here we'll do it like this. So, number 1 is Patrick. No. Number 1 is Patrick. Just no one wants that. That's not even gonna be an option. Number 1 is Patrick, spelled like this. Number 2 is Patrick, spelled like this. Number 3 is Patterick. So what's it gonna be? 1, 2, or 3? Patricia's another option, but we are a man in this, so I don't think that would be fitting. All right. What is it? Is it Patrick? Is it Patrick, or is it Patterhick? Or is it none of the above? Or you want me to do something completely else? I don't know. But well, what say you? What say you, chat? What say you? What do you think? What do you think we should go for? This is a community-based stream. What? Ricardo Milos. There are no spaces. You can't actually do that. Patrica. This is starting to look more and more Native American for some reason. Patricahe. You can't, guys, you can't do Ricardo Milos. Look, it does not allow you to do a space. I mean, that just looks like a username. It'd be kind of awkward to sounds like Patrick. When hers get, I don't. You like the look of that? And it looks ugly. It looks ugly. Just I mean, we could just make it like one name, but that still looks kind of ugly. Patris, haha. What? What are you We're just gonna. I think Patterhick was the best. I think that was where you guys peaked. Patterhick. I think you peaked at Patterhick. I mean, we could make it the proper spelling, like Patterhick. Or we could even make it like an actual name. That would be the actual name, but that's not funny. This is funny. This is the funniest version. Without the R. Patic. Paddock. Pathic. 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 Patic. Thick. Pathic. 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 Stick. Just stick. Just stick. 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 No. Stop. No. Just choose one already. I gave you the numbers earlier. You didn't choose any of them. Am I a joke to you? Are my options a joke to you? Stithic. Stithic. Wait, now I did that wrong. Stithic. Stithic. Thick. Thick. You have stick. 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 Guys, we're not gonna sick. Just do. What about sick? I'm sick. We're not getting any closer to a resolution here. I think straying farther from Patrick might not have been a good idea. Pick. Payek. Paddock. Patrick. 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 You like saying Patrick? Thick stick. Well, if you're gonna spell it like that, it's gonna be like. If you're gonna say thick stick, you gotta go all the way like. Thick stick. Thick stick. Patre. Aya. Ha ha. Oh, I can't even fit the whole thing in there. Yeah, we're not going with that. I meant stick plus thick equals thick. Oh. Thick. No R. Thick. No, we're just gonna do Patterhick. I don't even care at this point. It's just Patterhick. Patrick. Thick. Do you really want thick? You really want to go through the entire game where they're just gonna say, "Hey, Thick, get over here. Hey, Thick, you like my poem? I love your poems. Thick, you want to marry me?" You really want to get married and have the names Thick? Yes. What kind of idiots are in my chat right now? What is this? You want them to say, "Do you, Thick, take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?" You want Thick. What? Why? What is this? What is this? I don't even know how to spell it. You want me to just like leave it lowercase? You want? I'm not bullying you. I'm just calling you out. I'm just calling it as it is. All right, you want me to capitalize it, or you want me to leave it just completely me-mission, leave it uncapitalized? You want upper S or lower S? Upper S, lower upper S, or lower? Which one? Which one? No, stop. We're staying with. We're not. We're just okay. All right, lower it is. You know, you guys chose this. Okay, I washed my hands of this. This choice was the chat's. This choice was the choice of Patrick Rybalski and Toxic Player. So, okay. I don't actually care. I don't actually care. Alright. We're finally... Alright. Alright. 14 minutes in, we're finally getting to some gameplay. Oh man, the chat on stream is really just catching up there. Okay. Do it. Yes, alright. Alright, it's time to come up with some voices. So, I know who this is. Your name Patrick, how didn't I know? Yeah, there's literally a Patrick here. Okay. Alright. What voice? What voice? What voice? What voice? What voice? Hey. 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 I know it should be like a higher-ish voice, but not something that I'll get tired of quickly. Hey. 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 Alright, we'll go with that for now. I might transition like halfway through, but it doesn't matter. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious. Oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Do high-pitch anime. I can't get that high. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Yes. Oh, yes. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Also, let me check the audio. How's the audio doing? Known each other for so long. Also, let me check the audio. All right, it's from what I hear, it's all right. Try at least. Okay. Fine. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me.
Ha! Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Wait, no. I see, my voice cracks when I try to go that.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Stick.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine.
Oh, this is gonna be horrid.
But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean to me even if you want to.
Imagine her saying, Stick, you will marry me or else you'll be... Whatever you say, Sayori. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Stick, have you decided to join a club yet?
A club? I told you already I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you joined a club this year.
I regret that choice. This is on you. You chose the name Stick. My voice cracks harder more and more often. I'm 13. This is that's I'm sorry. That's puberty for you, toxic player. All right. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how worried I am that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. Why do I want to stab her 2 times in the head while deleting her from the file? I don't know. That sounds like a you question. You're gonna want to look deep inside yourself for that one. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Alright, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs, so I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
She reminds me of Trish from JoJo, but a lot uglier. Bruh, you are the best. Okay. I don't know. Don't reference JoJo. I don't know. I've never seen it. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori? Yeah.
Yeah?
There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
I see a dream team. We need ship names. Oh boy. That's not too hard. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. No, but it needs to be thick at the... Yeah, it does. It does. I'll leave that to you. You guys can go crazy. I'm not gonna contribute to this.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyways? Sayok. Sayok. I don't know about that one.
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'm bringing a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
Okay, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I'm sorry, I told you, don't call me a new member. Well, at least a CC at the end, otherwise it won't work. Sack. I think Sayok was better than that, but I think you can still do better than even that. I glance around the room. Oh boy. New voices. What sort of voice does she have? She doesn't have a high-pitched voice. She has a deeper voice, obviously. You want me to give her like a craze? What sort of voice does this woman have? Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. No. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. It's a bad acronym for a grown man. A grown man. What? Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. We gotta test it out. Welcome to the literature... No, we're not gonna go down that route. Welcome to the literature club. Welcome to the literature club. Welcome to the literature club. We're just gonna go basic. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always has nice things to say about you. Alright.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
I guess we're just gonna give her like a New York-ish accent. Ah, Stick, what a nice surprise. Oh, Stick, what a nice surprise. No, we're not gonna give Monica the, imagine if they played Roblox, a Yorkshire accent. Oh, Stick, what a nice surprise. Oh, Stick, what a nice surprise. We're gonna give her like a loosely Australian or whatever accent that sounds, I don't know. It's like British Australian. It's probably gonna transition between those two quite a bit, but it's the accent she has. Welcome to the club. ... All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Maybe I should give her the British accent. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Stick. Monica smiles sweetly. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Stick. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Maybe we should give her the rough Australian accent. A Ganondorf accent. Like, really aggressive. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited.
How does Ganondorf sound? He's like... From his grunts and groans and in Super Smash Bros, it's like... Hurrah! Then how about I make some tea as well? That's gonna blow my throat out. I can't do that. I can't keep doing that. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Oh!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. A dream comes true. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
What was her voice again? I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around and my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Well, I mean, Sayori said that she did, so it's kind of a, yeah. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? What? No, you haven't. No. White icing on her face. Yeah. You don't need to, you don't need to go there, toxic player. Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy. There's a difference between self-made icing and bought icing. Oh, is she talking about her, is it talking about the icing or the cupcakes? I don't know. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yeah, that is what I think no. It's not. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Alright, what is her voice? It's either going to be like, don't worry, the teachers gave us permission, or you wanted a Ganondorf voice, but that's like I said, it's going to blow out my throat. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, that's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. Gandalf. Ganondorf or Gandalf? I mean, you said Ganondorf, and now you're saying Gandalf. That might be a typo.
I meant...
No, that's...
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least do Ganondorf. Oh, that's a meme waiting to happen right there. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider literature club? Yeah, that's definitely more Australian. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home here, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club as fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. OJ, I haven't heard you tell... I haven't told you about Flat Earth Chan and Obama Chan. Which is better, 3-page or a 7-page... I don't know what you're talking about. The words coming out of your text is... No, I don't know. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know... To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Yeah, I'm so confused. Me too. And if it encourages others to get into literature... Alright, I can't go on with that voice. And if it encourages others to get into literature club... And if it encourages others to get into literature club... I keep saying literature... keep saying club after literature. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica's a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow into this club before we graduate. Oh, really grow this club, not grow into it. I'm sorry. She's literally bringing other poor people into this club of doom with her. No. But I must say it works. Yep. Right, everyone.
Yeah.
We'll do our best. You know it.
Natsuki and Yuri have similar voices. The only difference is the accent behind the aggression.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So thick. What kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Hey, what anime do you watch? I don't watch anime. I mentioned that earlier. I'm not actually interested in anime, but this game is interesting. Yuri totally looks like a male Todoroki with pink hair. Yuri has purple hair. Natsuki's the one with pink hair. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. Hey, Magic Bench 64402, how's it going? Hey, Zero, do you hate Burb Yotaro? I don't know who that is. Or Natsuki and Yuri. How could I end up making a type between this and this? Yeah, how could you? Good, Magic Bench. I'm glad. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. No, Burb, Yotaro's best fake jokes. I don't know what you're talking about, so you better stop right now before I have to silence you.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at minimal level. So, how's my, Sayori? Sayori is fine. She's doing wonderful. She's doing amazing, actually. The Burb, Yotaro, and Jojo and Cry. I don't know. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. What was her voice? Oh, yeah. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story really makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
Brutal. Yuri likes her, yeah.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
You know what she likes? Yeah, I know what she likes. I've played this game before. This is just a chill stream. We're just playing this game. I've never played it on my channel before, so I might as well. Plus, that's the thing actually. I plan on playing streaming Doki Doki mods in the future. I was actually going to stream a mod today, but I decided to just play the game on the channel first. Yeah, I have played this before. So yeah. It unfortunately won't be a new experience, but, you know, for some people watching, maybe it is. Probably not, but maybe. Maybe. What was her voice?
Ugh, I hate horror.
Well, you can try to get the good... I could, actually. That's true, I haven't thought about that.
Oh, why is that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind it last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out...
No, I'm confusing the voices.
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Yuri's smug face intensive. Yep.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes.
And you also know why I want to go back to the Baldi's basics in education and learning. What? Oh. Wait, what? I'm a bit confused. Ew, women, yeah. You said it, Eli Joe. Ew, cuties. Wait, what? Well, I'm sorry, what toxic player?
Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
It's due leggy for me? What? The stream would be leggy? That's unfortunate. Is it leggy? Let me see. Looks aight. It looks aight. It looks aight. It looks aight, right? Yeah, it looks aight. Yeah, it's aight. It's aight. So I'm sorry, but that might be a problem on your end. But anyway, back to the game. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. On Twitch, it's fine. Yeah. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I'll have an idea, everyone. Question mark. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I kind of want to give Natsuki a different voice, because it's too similar to Yuri's. But I like doing Yuri's voice better, because I just like I like the contrast between her personality and her voice. So we're gonna give Natsuki a different voice. No, we'll give her the goblin voice. Natsuki have a buff voice. That's what I've been giving her, yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Stick? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Give her a French, French accent. There's an idea. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But
I'm sorry, I thought.
Stick.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Monica has a robotic... But hey, no, she's the least robotic person of the four, I mean. If you think about it. You don't even have to think about it that much. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey.
You really did scare me there for a moment.
What voice? Oh, if you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super... No, I can't. It's not even a friend. I can't. No. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't do a French accent. What voice?
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super ticked.
Yeah, that's Russian. I can't even do a French accent. Then that makes it official. Welcome to welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Stick, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Just do a le before the text. An Arabic accent. I don't even know what an Arabic accent sounds like. Pouvez-vous parler français? Pouvez-vous parler français? Does that mean do you speak French or something? If so, no. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Stick impression, intensive. I already feel the anxiety welling up. Non je parle pas français. Je suis désolé. Whatever that means. Meanwhile, I clicked that too quickly. Wait. History. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Stick, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Get that scribble out of my chat, my magic bench. Get those scribbles out of here. Trying your best. See, I can kind of do a bit of like a Frenchish cadence when I speak French, but you know that makes it easy. I'm officially too stupid to write. Okay, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed late after clubs. What if this is a trap? What if this is... I don't want to think about it. Let's not think about it, Eli. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
I have the best idea ever. What is that? With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer with one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure with good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright. Do la baguette I kill. Le baguette I kill ya. It's Arabic. Yeah, I know it's Arabic, but still get that. I don't want these scribbles. Give her a Canadian accent. It's too similar to my native accent. I can't do it. I don't know if I can even do that. I'll write a poem in Japanese. Okay, yeah, do that. Do it. I'll read it. Alright, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. You have native accent? Yeah, it's the voice I'm speaking with right now, actually. Alright. So, we're gonna get the good ending, I guess. So that means we save right here. And, who do we go after first? Guys. So, maybe we should save whoever, well, actually, never mind. I was gonna say we should save whoever we actually want to go after for last, but no, we'll just do them first so that we can, go through the actual story, and then after we get there, we'll go back and like skip through all these. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, Ganondorf. I don't speak cursive. Your mom. Nice. All right, so who do we want to go after? My chats. Who do we want to go after? Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri? Which one? Which one do we want? Who do we feel the most inclined to? No, we're not going to do that. Yuri. Are you sure? You sure about it? You want to go after Yuri? Natsuki. Yuri is best girl after Megumin. She. So Natsuki or Yuri? Apparently Sayori is not a popular choice here. Excuse me if you could hear that burp. I shouldn't give you my opinion before it because that might influence your decision, so I won't share my own opinion. Until the chats have decided. What do you decide, chats? It's currently split between Natsuki and Yuri with one vote for each. Is there a preference here? Well, who do you want? Who do you want? Who do I want? That's a good question. That's a great question. Winking face emoji. Natsuki. It seems like toxic player is willing to relent to my own decisions. Yuri, says Elijah. Okay, so now we've got 2 votes for Yuri and 1 for Natsuki. I think of okay. See, I was gonna read that Japanese poem, but I don't actually speak child drawings, so I can't actually pronounce that. Sayori. All right, well now it's totally split. What do we go at? Ohio has taken over Germany. Yuri is best girl. So we do have the most votes. I mean, we have 4 votes. 2 for Yuri, 1 for Natsuki, 1 for Sayori. I mean, Yuri seems to be the most popular choice here. My personal preference is probably Natsuki. Sayori, well, if you know the game, you know that it's pretty much, yeah. It doesn't really, yeah, but it seems like Yuri is the popular choice here. So I guess we'll go after Yuri. But again, we are going to go back and do all of them, so we will get to see. We'll get to see all the stuff. So, Yuri it is, I guess. So that's I think that's the easiest, because you just have to do like the big words, the ones that sound the most philosophical. Crimson, lust, landscape, vitality, variance, unrestrained, vertigo, extraordinary. Oh, well, that's a bummer. Tenacious, existence, incongruent. I feel like broken might be. Where'd you broke? Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Covet, portrait, merit. Oh. No. After image, determination, desire, disarray, vivacious. Did you get a new mic? Well, actually, yeah, I'm using a different mic than usual, but I've had it for a while. It's just that I never use it because it's a bit of a hassle. Sarah likes depressing. Yeah, she likes the more emotional things, like that are happy or sad. Yuri likes the more deep, philosophical sounding things. Usually the longer words. And then Natsuki just likes, the cute, short, easy to say words. I am 14 and this is deep. Yeah. There was an explosion. Ego, depression, stuff, girl. Alright, you want me to translate this? Hang on. Let's see. English translation. Alright. What is this? What have you said? Sunlight is shining in my eyes. I feel sick of everything, so the white-yellow sun comes after my eyes. These things strike me because I feel judged by people by me. When the sun goes out, the disease says good. There's probably something lost in translation, but I get the general idea. Niko ga watashi no mi ni kagayati imasu. Watashi wa subeti no koto ni kiban ga waryu node hakuk o shoku no taiyo ga watashi no meno noshi nikuru. Watashi yi yote hitobito. I like that one. Ni yata handan sareta to kanjiru node monogoto wa watashi o osoimasu niko ga kiruto bayoko wa i tu iu.
日光が私の目に輝いています。私はすべてのことに気分が悪いので、白黄色の太陽が私の目の後に来る。私によって人々によって判断されたと感じるので、物事は私を襲います。日光が消えると、病気はいいという。
I think I did pretty good, chat. Right? React to this image on stream. I don't know if I want to. My Weibo site is dying. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to react to this on stream. But I think I'm going to. So that means that we have to add media source. So this is going to be a little bit of a peek behind the scenes. Display capture. Hello. So this is what my setup looks like. Alright. Man. 10 out of 10 poem. Yeah. Alright, what's this? So Eli from Twitch chat wanted... What? I don't even know. I see a Walter right here, wearing a green hoodie. It kind of looks like a barbell in front of him, but I'm not sure what that is. I don't know what the heck is going on here, and I don't know why. So we did that. we're gonna continue with the game now. Hi again, Stick. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Marshmallow with a coat and a face. I don't know.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Stick. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
What was her voice? Wait, did someone just follow me on Twitch? I heard a gnome. I heard a gnome. I don't know. What? I forgot her voice.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the clubs this year.
She called you thick. Wait, did she? I wasn't even paying attention.
And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. I'm the gnome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Magic Bench, for following. Stick. Yeah, everyone calls me thick, apparently.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Sticker always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking.
What is busy work? Oh, thank you for replying, Sayori.
Like cooking and cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Okay, that's kind of straightforward. Okay. I have no idea what you just said in chat, so I'm not even gonna try to read that. Magic Bench.
How come? You and Stick can become good friends too.
Okay, well. Sayori. Dot dot dot. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. I'm in love with Yuri. She destroys everyone. Okay.
Oh, Yuri even brought Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Okay, stop. Magic Bench, stop. Don't. Stop speak. It's not even cursive, Hila. It's just. I don't even. This is looking more and more like moon runes over here. That's a good sign, I think. Yeah, definitely.
Well, wait.
Wait, Sayori. Yeah, me?
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Okay, I'll stop. It was Greek. Oh, okay. It's the enchantment book. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, I don't speak Minecraft enchant. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
All right. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read.
Hikdikeri. Does that mean something? Is that a different language? I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna see what that means. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does this mean? I forgot. What? English translation? Translation-ish? Yeah. I don't know. To say, I don't know. I love how Yuri is Alex.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Et hanc Latinum est a lingua ching-chong. I think I get the gist of that. Want to see some Urdu or Farsi or Hindi? It's twice as awful. Yeah, you know what? Go for it.
And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... Yeah, that was Latin. I at least recognize Latin. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out books that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. That wasn't sarcasm. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. This is where our choices come into play. That's Russian. Oh yeah, that's Russian right there. That's Russian right there. But at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah! Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. It's not Russian. What is it then? How? She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split sec. Oh boy. That's cringe. That's embarrassing. That's uncomfortable, ... But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Okay. I'm not even... Yep. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed that in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it.
It's Tajik. She sees the fix. Oh my. Okay.
Not for any particular reason.
Just curious. How come you have two copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. Why YouTube did it destroy everything. Okay, I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? My cadence is all messed up. What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. My voice is gonna be gone by the end of this. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. That was definitely gentle. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Thick? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. This sounds like a book I would read. Yeah, it sounds kind of interesting, actually. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. That wasn't sarcasm. Yeah. I must speak English now. Yeah. Yeah. I can't understand what you're saying. Well,
I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's all different languages. Yeah. No, stop. No more no more scribbles, toxic player. The last one was Yiddish. I like the sound of that language. Not the sound of the language itself, but just the sound of the word Yiddish. It makes it sound like the type of language that I would speak. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading, right?
You don't have to.
What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. ... Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. I can also speak Zulu. I like the sound of that too. We're going down the alphabet here. Yiddish, Zulu. Unfortunately, you did start on the second to last letter of the alphabet, so it kind of puts a hamper in things, doesn't it? The last thing is Hindi. Okay. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something that I'm not used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I will never do this again. Oh, that last one looks like some proper Elvish runes. What is this? I kind of want to translate this one. Never again Hindi or Persian. Is that Persian? Is that Persian? Let me see. English translation. I should just keep this open. I should just keep the English translation open. I'm just gonna keep it open. It's translating. Is it translating? It's not even... Is this not even a... What did you type into my chat? It's not showing up on the detection. Is this actually Elvish runes or something? What is this? Oh, if I put it into Google, nothing in English comes up. English translation again. What is this? What is this language that you put into my chat? Oh, it's Hindi. Okay. My Hindi is very bad. I can hardly write it, but it's easy to talk and understand. Okay. Alright. Alright. Hang on. Before I go back to the game. Before I go back to the game, let me do something. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Alright. Yes. Alright. There you go. Yes. Oh. Alright. Write another poem in Zulu, then Yiddish. Then translate it because I didn't... No, you don't want to translate it. I can translate it. You don't need to translate it. I can translate it. It's good. Unless something is lost in translation, but, you know. I'm gonna make a poem, too. That sounds like a good idea, Eli. That sounds like a good idea. What's that for a language? How about you look it up? Get a taste of what I have to go through here on stream. You know, guys, here's an idea. I know Markiplier did this, but what if I write poems after this? I don't think right now, but sometime after the stream, I could like write all the poems that I make into actual poems from using the words that I chose. That would be interesting. Especially since I actually know how to write poems, so yeah. I'm on mobile, so I can't copy it. Well, too bad. Too bad. Oh, I didn't read that last one. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling's somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. Wait, I have an idea. Okay. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Okay, then.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Haha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that kind of makes it difficult to turn the page.
Here.
Oh, okay, Hindi. What is this? Let's translate this. What is this? What is this? It's a long day, and finally the moon shines. I can see the night sky shining on me. I made headlines. It freaks me out, weakens itself. Now the sun is shining and it's time. Okay. Oh, Eli, what have you said into the chat in, looks like Arabic? I'm making frickin' mac and cheese and nobody can stop me. Okay. Alright, Eli. You do you, buddy. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Well, if I translate it back, there is a very, very strange translation. Okay. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
To turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little longer. It's probably the least I can do.
Read mine, it's Arabic. I read the last one. Is this the same one? Yeah, this is the same one.
Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page for me so I can turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses her all of the things that she says and does. Gosh, she's a yeah. These photos that they use, like in these cutscenes, well, they're not cutscenes, but you know, the closest thing to them. They're always very nice. They're very nice. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms.
I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Sthik, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, that's so embarrassing that you think that.
Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. ... I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Oh. Well, okay, Zulu. What's this Zulu poem?
What are you saying all of a sudden?
Alright, and then Monica interrupts. Good timing, Monica. In my room, lying on my bed on the fence while outsiders would arrive. Getting out of my phone to sleep, with my eyes down while trying to stay awake after an hour of sleep, dreaming. Man, that's so deep. That's the deepest thing I've ever heard. I think I didn't tell you, but I learned the longest English word by heart because of you. I think I never told you. Well, you know, good for you. If you can say numino ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis by heart, good. Good on you. It's a good word. It's my favorite word. That's a lie, but I said it too. Yeah, it's close enough. It's close enough. Okay, everyone. Exclamation point. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Ah,
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
it's not. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Just wanted to say thank you because of this. It was kind of motivation. Well, no problem. You're welcome. I'm glad to have inspired English memorization and I was gonna say scholarship. No. Something. Yeah. I'm glad to have inspired whatever it is that is. Okay. You got a +1? Nice. Or a 1+? Whatever. Yeah. Annoy your English teacher with numino ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. It's great. Yeah. I'm practicing doing the first Thanos beatbox from cartoon beatbox battles. Nice. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know.
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaves torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, who should I show my poem to first? Well, we are going down the Yuri path right now, but I feel like we just spent a lot of time with Yuri, so we're going to start with Sayori. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. ...
This is a good poem, Stick. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See, it's like I said before, Stick. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay!
Oh, that was rough.
Now you're reading my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. I was gonna read this in their individual voices, but I don't feel like reading these chunks of poetry. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed makes me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah, through. I have played through this game before, and I've watched it play through several times. So this is not my first playthrough, but it's my first playthrough on the channel. So, yeah. Yiddish. Okay. We'll do one more. We'll listen to this. What is this? What the? Alright. Pack up my bags and boxes as I'm ready to move. I'm leaving my town. I'm leaving my own house to go to another place. I go to the new house and see how it will be. A good house. It could be good or bad, but bad life with what I got for now. Okay then. Alright. Ganondorf has emotions too. Show over your poem. Alright, guys. I've never seen anyone play this and I haven't played it. Oh. Eli, you're gonna have an interesting time then. But unfortunately, I have to be right back for like maybe 20 minutes. So this happens sometimes while I'm streaming. Yeah, I'll see you in like 20 minutes. You can go do something else for like 20 minutes and come back in 20 minutes because I have to do something for 20 minutes. But, you know, see you in 20 minutes, okay? I'll be back in 20 minutes or so. Alright. Should I write? Yeah, write a poem while I'm away, alright? Alright, so I'll be right back, guys. Alright. So, I don't know if anyone's still here, but we're gonna continue. Who should I show my poem to next? So we just did Sayori. We're gonna do Yuri. Let's just go for it. Alright. ... As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Wait. Wait a second.
Exceptional.
Eh? What was that? ... question mark?
Did I just say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face.
He's going to hate me.
You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
Yeah? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
Yuri takes a breath.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. ...
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly.
Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem.
Yeah, I'm back. Welcome back, Toxic Player.
Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part.
You finished with your poem. Can you... I gotta read it on stream.
It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
It's a bit depressing. That's how poems... That's what happens with poem writing. A lot of the time. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. I can barely read this, but let's try it. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. It's in German because my English is really bad. Can you translate? Yeah, I can translate it. Just go ahead and send it. ...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Yeah? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna... Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Thick.
Well, it doesn't fit the YouTube thing. That said, you can send it like line by line, maybe like send half of it and then send the other half. Really? I must have totally missed that part.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost.
Ritsen. Oh, are you sending the poem?
Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Thick.
Me too. Alright. Well, let me translate this German poem. If I can copy paste it, that'd be great. Okay. Here's the first part. Okay. Second part. Alright. So the poem is called Cracks, it looks like. I want to see blood, a lot of blood. Aggressive and brutally, I scratch my arm. I want to see how it drips. Drip, it drips. I smile and say goodbye. Is my life already over? I see black. 1, 2, the thought but stays and pulls me into 2. I see myself waking up, all connected and bound. I see myself crying, all not wanted, and yet it is so. Okay, that's a bit of a, that's more of an intense poem right there. But you know, good job. There's actually 4 parts, but I accidentally copied the first and second into 1. Oh, okay, I see. Still, good job though. Alright, who should I show my poem to next? We'll go Natsuki. ... question mark?
Stick, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Exclamation point, exclamation point. Painful to think about? ...
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems? But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
As you do. Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts in more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that coming from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright. Monica, last but not least. Hi, Stick. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Stick. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Stick. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's a lot easier for me to keep everyone's expectation. Oh, sorry. Monica, that's me talking, not Monica. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this sort of, this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who uses simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. Oh, I'm reading all of this in Monica's voice. I haven't been paying... Was that me? Yeah, that was me. Okay. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha! It's funny you should say that, Monica. Yeah. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Alright. Pretty solid. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I've had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Well, there you go. I'm gonna take a swig of this milk for a second here. Soothing. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Yeah, the poems are kind of interesting. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute! Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant that the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you really have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Stick did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Stick liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Stick appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh.
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one...
Yep.
Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turn towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Stick. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Stick.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Stick? Well... ...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, That's going to be, yeah. I don't want to. Even though we're going down Yuri path, I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki. Natsuki glances at me, drawing up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri. ... But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. ... Sayori.
Eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Stick. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong voice.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me?
Oh, wrong voice again.
Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop!
Dash.
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people.
Welcome back, Magic Bench. You just missed the fight. Unless you caught the end of it there.
And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because of how they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because...
Well,
Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And
Yeah. Okay. ... Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori's amazing in her own ways, isn't she? Excuse me. You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Double wink, double nudge. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Yeah, they should make like an actual dating simulator with Monica as a choice. That'd be solid. There's probably a mod for it. Okay, everyone. That makes two of us fits perfectly. Yep. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
it was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Stick, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
Stick, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Anyways, is everything horrible or okay? Things are still okay at the moment, Magic Bench. No, they haven't turned sour just yet. I think tomorrow is when things start to... What route is this? This is the Yuri route. It's really funny how you have almost 280 subscribers, which means not long till 300. Yeah, soon we're gonna have 300 subscribers if we keep up. That's gonna be pretty cool. By the way, I'm talking about on YouTube for people on Twitch. Yeah, this is still the Yuri route because I had to leave for like a little bit, so we didn't make a lot of progress in the past 30 minutes. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Whew. You know, Stick, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Oh, Sayori. Just took a sip of my milk there. Very soothing for the throat when you're doing so much reading. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yep. Let's do this. Alright, poem time. So yeah, we are still on the Yuri route, so unstable. Sounds a little bit emotional, so maybe that peaceful is meager. Extraordinary, melancholy, infinite, unrestrained, heaven sent. Beauty. No. I thought that might. Okay, philosophy definitely. Agonizing, covet. Disown. Incongruent. Lust. Broken is her. Judgment. Infallible. Vertigo. Vitality. Ambient. A misery. No. Unending. Passion. Oh, shoot. Effulgent. I want to 100% the poem. Come on. Come on. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Stick.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money to buy it in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option.
Ugh! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, then that means you deserve to feel guilty. It was such a sudden intrusion. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri! Tell Stick to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering's fair enough retribution.
So much for not listening. ...
Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in into my book. Ugh.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution.
The revolution has begun. She has to accept it, though.
Retribution.
That!
Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge once more.
Don't let her fool.
Oh, don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. I mean, he wasn't gonna come anyway, so. What the heck? Wait. Is this domestic abuse right here? I'm sorry. Is this domestic abuse? Did we just abuse this? Pwap.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Ow!
Was that? What was?
A cookie!
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
Ahaha! I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Ahaha! Ahaha!
That laugh just put out my throat. Hang on. Milk.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Sayori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. I see who likes BDSM. Oh, she's such a what? She's such a sadist. What are you talking about?
Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Oh, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey, did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori...
Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room.
Where...
Excuse me.
Where's Monica anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either.
That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do with today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a...
Aha, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of lost track of time. Ahaha.
That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano?
I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. Oh, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks to me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay.
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Stick. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri.
Yeah?
I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I was kind of just waiting for you.
If that's the case, why don't we just go ahead and get started?
Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
Not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and we'll go get some water.
She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yeah? We're just, Yuri was going to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
Monica, please mind your own business for once.
Oh, yikes.
Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve...
Wait. Let me...
Or do you want to tell me that there's something wrong with helping involve stick in club activities?
My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, Stick.
I don't really want to go now. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
Stick, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because nothing that you can do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can always hide them away. And we can't always hide them away, sorry. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane.
No. Wouldn't you hate me for something so terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Stick, I really like being friends with you.
Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Stick, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything's fine. I think you'll get very philosophical through that game. Yeah. I guess.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Fahrenheit, most likely.
Now, it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Stick. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Stick, I have another request. Do you mind if I sit on
if we sit on the floor today? Yeah? Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so?
I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve my book from the bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Dash! Exclamation point. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Yeah. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. ... After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little bit. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. I won't take any.
Yeah? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
There's another one. Waifu. Let me take another. This milk is gonna not taste good if I don't drink it, so I might as well just drink. Yeah, it's already becoming slightly room temperature, which is unfortunate. Anyway, Yuri opens the book with both hands. Oh, you know exactly where this is going, don't you, toxic player? She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and then I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Oh, eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
Stick.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything.
I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book. But I can tell by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. ... How did it come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice that her chest is rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Ah! Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But this time it's different. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Ooh! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Stick, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. That's awkward. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? We'll do the same order. Sayori. ...
Ooh, I like this one, Stick. It has some nice feelings in it.
Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's just why I go by on my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking of other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well,
Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes
sorry.
But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem could give the little rain cloud a little hug and make it a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Thick. I should go write that down. You can read my poem now, okay?
Y without an E. Okay. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on a shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. All in a bottle, in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each day a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. In they come. Such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wow. Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I was so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing's like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Big wink that time. Aha, don't get ahead of yourself. Big elbow nudge that time. Her head is empty, or why did I... Yeah, there you go. Why did her head echo? Is it like she's an airhead and there's a bunch of room? Huh? Get it? And that's the last of the milk. Alright. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times? But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom for a second. So, yeah, I'll be right back. Alright. Nobody. Sayori says die as cheerfully as anything else. Yep. That's pretty much Sayori in a nutshell. Well, essentially. Who should I show my poem to next? Same order, so Yuri.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Slick. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on the... How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it makes me really happy.
Are you saying that you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? ... Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's with you.
The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a wandering human. As a... what does that say? Wandering? Or wandering? Something human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, my bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon somethings its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft, the raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Quote of the day, something human? Something human, yeah. Okay. Alright.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
So why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Stick?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities.
Excuse me.
Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things, writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Stick.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that.
It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Alright, Natsuki, same order.
Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting some effort.
That's good.
But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's just going to sound like you're forcing it unless you don't really suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stops short all of a sudden.
Don't tell me.
Eh?
You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? And keep your voice down.
You know, Yuri would love this angsty.
Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean I mean...
Ugh.
Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me.
I am so done with you.
Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Just yesterday, he was saying that he didn't care about their age. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, she doesn't even let me read her poem. Okay. Monica. Hi again, Stick. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you are applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for me? Want to share what you wrote for today? In 3 minutes, it's Tuesday. Oh, happy Tuesday. Yeah, not yet though. Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. ... Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. I'm finally saved, bro. Horrible Monday. Oof, that's unfortunate. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that she didn't keep so much to her. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Yeah? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but... well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay. By the way, I saw a message show up on the stream chat, but for some reason it didn't show up on the actual chat. So I'm pretty sure there was you sent another message, but I didn't see it for some reason. So I'm sorry if it seems like I'm ignoring some messages. I guess for some reason I don't see some messages for some. I don't know. Good morning. Yep. Good morning. Good morning. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Aha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing that I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Ahaha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I feel like my accent is just getting worse as this is going on. I think I need sleep. Every time she moves to this one edgy pose, it seems like she wants to begin. Oh boy. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Hahaha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. I discussed myself for at least the 200th time. That's unfortunate. Is there a specific reason? Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room. Hang on a second. Okay. Let me take a sip of water, actually.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days.
I'm doing something weird with Natsuki's voice now.
We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves out instead of getting any new members.
Well, I'm a teenager who is extra, who likes to act like on other reasons. No, you're not too bad. You're not too bad, toxic player.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We won't need more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay,
wait.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monica.
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There is no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys!
No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remembering that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. ... But, I still think we should give it our best. Yay, advertisement. Oh, advertisement. Advertisement? What? No. No advertisements. That's a lie. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each puts on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
I meant that she did oh, okay. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here here in the first place? Sorry, was her name, I think. Oh yeah, she held up the poster. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all that takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. ... Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but... ...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright!
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? ... Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh.
I guess I don't really have much of a choice.
Ah, that's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously gonna be the death of me.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri, for now. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Ahaha, of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. Almost 3 hours in. Yee. Oh, that's true. We're at 2 hours 58 and a half. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica.
Oh, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. I'm going to sleep after reaching 3 hours. Oh, okay. I shall miss you. But sleep is important, that is true. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
I'll go next.
Ugh. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words Oh, good night. Good night, toxic player. Have a good sleep. Hope to see you in a future stream. Yep, we've hit 3 hours. Alright, yep. Have a good rest. Have a good slumber. Slumber well. Thanks and good night. Thank you for watching and sticking around. Alright. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. Have a good stream. Well, thanks. I would say you too, but that doesn't apply in this context. So. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. ... Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily?
Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way.
I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she says she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Snick liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely.
But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as much. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone.
The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know?
Okay.
Now who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Stick. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Stick lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. All right then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Yeah, I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting. Excuse me.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again.
Oh, well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that just shows how it is, so...
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day.
I can't wait.
I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best.
Ready?
I'm sorry. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
Look at you two, always going home together like that.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Stick. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Drink of water. Alright. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey Sayori. Dot.
Sorry, I was spacing out.
Ah, no wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, Sayori, come on, let's stay loyal to her. Let's make her feel not estranged. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri?
But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Stick. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? All right, let's do it again. Variance, philosophy, meager, massacre, journey, ambient, landscape, graveyard, fickle, unrequited. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Existence. Fester. Essence. Climax. Oh, shoot. Okay. Termination. Uncontrollable. Incongruent. Intellectual. Alright. I forgot if there's another poem. I think that might have been the last poem, so I didn't get to 100% it. That's unfortunate. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again?
Yeah.
You must have a lot of determination, starting this club and now picking up piano.
Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too.
Ah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Yeah? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki?
Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid, that's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people?
Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people?
Because it's right in your name, Monica.
What? Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. ... question mark. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay?
Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway.
Excuse me.
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
Eh?
You're spacing out again.
Ah! Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh. Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Just feels you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Stick, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. Hello there, Natsuki. Oof. Oh, Natsuki. Oh, I'm sorry I'm not going for you. I'm currently on the Yuri route, so... that's kind of embarrassing. My apologies. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Stick. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Stick. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has always been. You're so funny, Stick. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful, because that's just how she is when she's around you? ... I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know that Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her. ...
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
But I could tell that you wanted to be left alone with your thoughts.
Alone with my thoughts? How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring at you or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen.
Drink of water. Alright. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori.
Sayori?
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh? That's quite romantic.
Eh?
Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all.
Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings.
Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Stick.
The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
So you think that there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head, and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, I guess that was the case.
Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. ... Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her.
Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
That's not a compliment, is it?
It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're in here, why don't we do some reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. ... Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Alright, so we're same order as always. Sayori. ...
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri.
Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Stick.
Sayori, is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright,
Alright. Just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You could go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Oh boy. Alright, Yuri. ...
Stick, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally.
Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this.
I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something and you've never even shared it with someone. With anyone. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well,
Yuri smiles sadly.
Stick, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Stick. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a different person, Thick. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you.
Okay. Oh, there's a sequel to the other poem. Hang on. Alright, it starts the same way, it seems. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows closer, closer. I open my umbrella, casting shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arms. Time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arms. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. ...
Do you dislike it?
Ah, no, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about.
I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. ... Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than most. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So, thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch.
You can, the poem is...
Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice.
You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes.
Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Alright, Natsuki, what's even gonna happen this time?
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, you didn't even...
Next!
Okay. I was expecting nothing less. And nothing more. Hi, Stick. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Hahaha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. ... Your style's gotten so refined, Stick. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... haha. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. Makes me want to make sure that she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know? Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyways, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Haha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid that it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you can find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now?
Eh?
Something did sound a bit unusual.
That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club.
Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase.
Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen.
In your books, maybe. Look, the only different thing is that Sayori isn't here.
It seems you're right.
Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around.
Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee.
Natsuki, please show some...
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Oh, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early.
Is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously? Of all the times not to go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey.
No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Oh?
That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend.
I already know what I'm doing.
That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle all of that by yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, Yuri, you can, question mark. Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri?
I'm useless.
No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Ugh, that may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? You should make some banners and decorations to help the atmosphere.
Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Stick. The one who is truly useless. Aha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help.
Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway.
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Stick may not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Stick to...
What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work.
And baking isn't? Just what do you think?
Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Stick to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in...
You literally just said...
I'm surprised as well.
Sorry. I was just saying, though.
Jeez. Can we just settle this already?
Yeah. Stick, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course.
Very well.
In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm going to go with, well, of course Yuri, because this is Yuri's run. Let's go. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri.
Me?
Are you serious? Why would you...
Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean.
No. I was just saying... Ugh.
So you'll be helping Yuri then, Stick? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful.
That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? What up? Hey, how's it going, Poha to the reactor?
I mean, yeah. I already said that I would be fine.
Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited?
Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit.
you feel the same way, Stick? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll all turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki!
What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room.
I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Stick picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so...
I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though.
Why?
Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden.
I know I'm not very good at it, but I'm sorry if I said something bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone must be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this.
Question mark.
You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event.
I believe you.
Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best, but with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out.
Alright, let's get out of here then.
Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around.
Sorry. I realize that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give him my phone number?
I think that would be the best way, yes.
Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday.
Eh? My house?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought I would be going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I'd prefer going to your house.
Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Stick. I think we'll make a very productive team, even if you only chose me because you felt bad or something.
Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? ...
I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me.
You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose you to help you because that's actually what I wanted to do.
But...
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression.
And I'm really looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday? My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening while we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us, or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. Seriously, I can't wait. Alright. I have to head out. So, yeah. I wish I could have completed like the first run, but yeah, I've got to go. So, thank you all for watching. So, yeah. I don't know if anyone is watching right now. Pohatu the reactor said what's up a few minutes ago, but that's it. Anyway, if anyone is watching, thank you. And if anyone's rewatching, thank you once more. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye. We'll complete this game next time. And then we'll play some mods at some point. So, yeah. And so, goodbye.